guys, welcome to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy and I'm so grateful you guys clicked on today. So today we are going to be doing a hype you up reading. So I'm feeling a little low. I need a pick me up. So as always, I turn to Spirit, the universe, to just tell me something good. I'm hearing that song, tell me something good. Tell me that Lily loves me. So we have 3 beautiful options to choose from. We have pile number 1. You guys shuffled the moon. All right, we have the beautiful Chibiusa. And pile number 2, we shuffled the star. Lovely Sailor Venus. And finally, we shuffled pile number 3, the High Priestess with Sailor Mars. So those are your 3 options. There will be music in the description box for every pile, so if you're still struggling to decide which pile is for you, check out the songs, maybe that'll help you decide. If you're interested in a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out. That way we can get more specific on whatever situation, questions that you have. All right, I'll see you at your pile. Bye. Welcome, pile number 1. So you guys chose the moon, and we have Chibiusa here, or Sailor Chibi Moon, whichever one you want to call her. Sorry guys, I actually just got interrupted and all of a sudden I'm like tearing up. I'm very emotional today, so I think it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's also, you know, I take everything as an omen. So it's like as soon as I hit record, whatever comes up, I take it as a message. So I was already getting, you know, with her face, you know, she looks very frightened. She looks very scared. And right now with me like tearing up a little bit, there's something that you are very emotionally attached to, and what your guides want to hype you up about right now is that they're very proud of you for wanting more for yourself. They're very proud of you for kind of looking at the root of some unhappiness, and I really needed to get clarifiers, you know? And the clarifier that came out was the World. So to me, you have completed a cycle. And I think that this cycle had a lot to do with maybe insecurity, competition, you not really seeing your worth in a situation, and maybe there was a situation where you felt like you were in competition with others, and because of that competition, maybe you felt like, you know, there's a level of like not being chosen, or a level of maybe feeling very insecure to the point where you don't even want to fight anymore. Yeah, there's a lack of fight. It's just kind of giving up, accepting defeat, but that defeat was coming from a place of insecurity here with the Queen of Wands in reverse, like not seeing how attractive you are, not seeing how sexy you are, not seeing how maybe even loving and valuable you are in a relationship or in friendship, or whatever this situation is. You know, whatever this situation is, it just brought you to this place of feeling very insecure within yourself. And with the Moon, I do feel that, you know, Spirit was kind of presenting you a path here. They were saying there's another way to go about this. There's another path. There is something else that is going to make you feel true happiness. We have the Sun in reverse. So I do feel like the situation has taken some of your happiness for a while, for a period of time. And with the Moon, as I was saying, I feel that you may have had a fear of the unknown. So it's like, okay, if I end this chapter, if I end this cycle, if I maybe even work through these insecurities and become maybe even the most confident version of myself, there's still this weird fear of the unknown. Like, I'm getting two groups, okay? This happens quite a bit, you know, when you're doing collective readings, but I'm getting two groups of you. So it's either there was a situation that you are walking away from because it's like no longer serving you, it's not making you happy, it brings out the worst in you, it brings out insecurities, or the other group of you here where instead of maybe giving up in a fight, like maybe in the past you've always given up, like you've always given into your insecurities. You've always let those insecurities win and have power over you because you were scared of the unknown. But for some of you, it's like you're not giving up, you're fighting, you're actually fighting, like you're actually fighting for something. So it's weird. I'm getting two different energies where there's some of you that is like you're laying down the sword, you're laying, you know, you're not fighting anymore. Oh my goodness, my cat is insane. As I was saying, I keep getting interrupted, so I just walked off and kind of chatted with my cat for a minute about her noise level. So you might be very distracted as well. There could be an essence of, I just kind of feel like for some of you, you gave up a fight before you even, you know, went into the fight. And it's almost like, whatever it is, it was insecurity. Like that was the root of the issue, is like you didn't feel good enough for a situation. And so for some of you, you're deciding to walk away to something new, something brand new that is like has nothing to do with this situation. You're leaving this in the past, you're ending the cycle. But for some of you, it's like You're actually seeing your worth in a situation where maybe in the past you wouldn't have normally fought for your spot, fought for the things that made you happy. And I just see somebody really stepping into some confidence. Okay, we have the Page of Wands here. So it's like, I think you're starting to see the good things that you have to offer. Like I said, it's something about just security, feeling secure within yourself. As I said that, I kind of just felt called to be, to bring up the attachment, you know, what is it called? Like attachment theory is, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's attachment styles. Thank you. So it's like, maybe you are working to become more secure, like, especially like I was saying, the root of this situation is insecurity. And so for some of you, you might have an insecure attachment style where you attach to people very insecurely, you don't see your worth, and it's like a lot of the reasons that maybe you don't even fight, you know, or maybe you don't walk away from toxic situations is because you didn't feel good enough, or maybe you didn't feel like there was anything else out there, or maybe you felt like I said, it's like, why should I even fight? Like, why should I even fight for this when I'm not worthy, when I don't deserve it, is what I just heard. But I think Spirit is hyping you up because they're so proud of you for recognizing, you know, this cycle. They just want to give you so many props for being able to recognize maybe a level of unhappiness, to even recognize insecurity within yourself, and to make different choices. You know, with the World, we have the Page of Wands, and bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. So I feel like they're really seeing you in a highlight, and they're seeing you as somebody who is really chasing like a different path, like finally going down a different path. Somebody who is done with the cycle, who sees their worth. I think that you have a vision of what you want to create here with the Empress, whether it's just your lifestyle, whether this is confidence, building up that secure attachment. You know, it's like they're very proud of you for wanting to change, for recognizing that there is something here that needs to change. Because some people, they don't even reflect, you know, they don't really look at a situation from a higher lens, and they don't really give themselves choices. They just tell themselves, I'm stuck in this energy, I'm stuck in this energy, there's no getting out of this energy, there's no way to change this energy. But I see you here in the Moon, almost, she looks almost like she's praying, right? So maybe some of you have been praying to your guides for signs, symbols, synchronicities to lead you down this path here. But they want to just hype you up because they're so proud of you for having courage. Your courage is invaluable to the situation. You know, this courage that is within you is going to guide you, going to lead you. It's going to help you build confidence. I just see somebody who is deeply, deeply scared of the unknown. You know, it's like stepping into the dark and just not knowing what is going to be on the other side. Yeah, stepping into a dark room and not knowing. Like, I'm just seeing somebody step into a room and it's completely pitch black, but they don't even realize there's like, I'm seeing just like stacks of money, gold, coins, you know, it's just like you've stepped into where you need to be, you know, it's like you're on the right path here. But it's almost like you just needed to take that step. You just needed to have courage, and your guides are just like really proud of you for, you know, maybe you are a bit of a scaredy cat, or like maybe you are anxious, or like I said, you just maybe fear change or the unknown. And so it's like just overcoming those fears, being able to close chapters, close out cycles. You know, this to me also represents wisdom, especially alongside with the with the World card here, it's just like, it's very beautiful to see. It's like you're really stepping into yourself. I think that this is about confidence. Like I said, maybe even becoming more securely attached. Like, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. And with the Page of Wands, I just feel like you might have a lot of new ideas. You might be very like fiery and excited, and it just feels really good. It feels like you're on your way, okay? And it's like, it's really exciting too, because it almost feels like, yes, you've closed out a cycle, you've gained wisdom, but it almost feels like you're kind of starting over, or like starting from scratch. And it feels very innocent, it feels very untouched, and it feels also like, where will this lead me? You know, like, it's so exciting. Like, what is this path going to lead me? It's like, this is just the beginning. That's what I'm trying to say. This is just the beginning. So it's like, for some of you, you might really feel like you're ending, or some of you might even be mourning a situation. For those of you that are like walking away from a situation, closing out a cycle here, you know, there could be some sadness, some grief, but it's almost like the excitement of what is to come is almost taking place. It's like taking place of this fear of the unknown. It's like some of you might be working on transmuting your anxiety into excitement. Anxiety into excitement. So it's like, if you start getting really nervous about a situation, you start overthinking it. It's like you try to shift your perspective into like, okay, how can I get excited for this situation versus nervous, anxious? We have Irene, peace. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. I mean, yeah, pretty much. That's what I feel is like, your guides are very proud of you, because I think something was really creating some unhappiness with the sun here. It's like, this could even, like, remember in the beginning of the reading, I was tearing up. I was on the verge of just like crying right now. And, you know, yes, it could have, it does have to do with my own personal life, and that's why I'm just like emotional, but I think it fits for the reading, because I do feel like there was something here that maybe even caused you tears, caused you sadness, depression, and it's like, you're finally on this path to peace. You've finally chosen your happiness. I'm hearing the song Happiness Over Everything by Janae Aiko. What else do we got? We have Mother Mary. Oh, I lost my pardon me. Mother Mary. Good God. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Isn't that insane? Because, mind you, I am not a Christian reader. I love my Christian listeners. Okay, like, if you're here listening to tarot and you're a Christian, like, I really admire that, because I know that can be looked down upon at times, you know, the blending of divination with Christianity. I understand. So I really admire you for being here. But the fact that I mention prayer, I don't mention prayer in my readings, you know, like, I don't mention getting on your knees praying to a god, or, you know, whatever you pray to. And the fact that I was like, she looks like she's praying. You have been praying, and your guides are listening, and they hear you. And like I said, they are trying to send you signs. They are definitely sending you signs that you're on the right path. And maybe that's why you're even here right now, because you kind of need a confirmation that you're doing the right thing, that it's okay to prioritize your happiness right now. Your peace matters. Your happiness matters. You feeling confident and secure in situations matters, but also this courage. And I feel like they're providing you with some kind of miracle right now, because you have been brave, because you have had the courage. And it also feels like you've had the courage to ask for help. Okay, it's not easy to maybe get to this vulnerable point where you are praying to the universe, to praying to God or whatever you believe in. You know, it's like when you are brought to your knees and you are literally begging the spiritual forces around you to help you find peace and happiness, just know that they hear you and they're answering these prayers. And yeah, that's insane. Like I never really talk about prayers like that. Very interesting, very interesting. But yeah, I just feel like your guides are very proud of you. I'm not getting a lot more information. I guess we can look at the bottom of the deck here. We have Ostara, fertility, which is actually just in time for Easter. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. That's exactly what's going on. You're giving birth to new ideas, creative ideas, new projects. You're giving birth, but what's even more admirable is giving birth to new conditions. Like, that's a huge deal. Like, your conditions is how you live, you know? It's how you go day to day. These are my conditions, and it's like you have decided something needs to change, and because of that change, your guides are opening up. I just heard like a fertile path. Oh, some of you guys want to have kids, but it's like yeah, they're opening up like a very fertile path. So it's like you can grow whatever you want, whatever you're trying to manifest here. They're listening and they want it for you too. I'm just gonna end it off with a message from your angels. Okay. Positive change just leaped out. I shuffled one time and it jumped out, so we're gonna take it. Positive change. Dare to be different. When you're criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime, yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. So your guides are telling you they're very proud of you for being brave, for daring to do something differently. I do get a sense that there could be somebody here that is not happy with your decisions. Like, if you're deciding to do something, like, it doesn't go along with what another person wants. This could be parents, this could be family, friends, this could be a partner that maybe, you know, you are just telling, look, I need to put myself first. And it's interesting because I was getting that song, Happiness Over Everything. And to me, that song is definitely like, I don't care what you think of me. I'm going to prioritize my happiness over everything. And it's like, it's an acronym. Happiness Over Everything is literally an acronym for hoe, like, so HOE. And it's like, I don't care if you think I'm a hoe, you know? It's like, I don't care what you think of me, because I'm gonna do what's best for me, for my peace, for my happiness. And because of that, you are creating a positive change. So just don't be scared of people who might be upset with you at this time, because I think they're just upset that you're not putting them first. You know, they're upset that you are not listening to them. They're upset that you aren't, you know, going along with their idea of happiness. Instead, you're going along with yours. And your guides are very proud of that, because you're breaking like people-pleasing tendencies. I see you working on your attachment style if necessary. I just see you prioritizing peace and happiness. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I'm getting for you, pile number one. This is really fun. This is really sweet. I just feel like your guides look at you kind of like this Chibiusa, like their child, their baby, and they want to kind of help you along this path, but they don't want to also, like, I feel like baby you in a way. It's like they don't want to just like hand you the answers. It's like they're just so proud of you for reflecting, and like I said, being able to recognize that there needed to be a change. And it can be positive. It doesn't have to be like change is so scary. Change is always going to lead to something bad. It's like that's what they're mostly so proud of, is that not everybody is willing to change. Not everybody is willing to look within themselves and say, this isn't working. What can I do differently? Definition of crazy: doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. So I'm going to leave it at that, pile one. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. If you resonated, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I'd love to hear from my pile ones. Until next time, guys, I'm sending you love, light, protection, blessings. Bye. Welcome, pile number 2 is you, my beauties. You chose the star card, Sailor Venus. I really am so excited, my lovely pile 2s, because Sailor Venus, and then you guys shuffled Aphrodite, ruled by the, is Venus herself. So lovely. So I think you are just beautiful. I think your guides want to hype you up and let you know, whether or not you see it within yourself, you are freaking gorgeous. You are so attractive. I don't know, you are magnetic. I want to hype you up. I'm getting really excited all of a sudden. Pile 1 was kind of calm, Chibiusa. I don't know, it was interesting. Kind of talking to a little kid. Not in a condescending way at all, but just nurturing, gentle. But with you, I feel I don't know, I just heard you are a woman. For some of you guys here, if you're not a woman, just it's just more of the energy is you are full grown, you are sexy, you are so attractive. I feel you might not even know, but you have a lot of people that have their eye on you. You have a lot of people that are possibly in love with you. We have the Chariot here. Yeah, I just feel there's people that want to rush towards you, that want to get close to you, but you do have this star energy, and I think that the star is intimidating, and that's also very sexy, is that you are intimidating. Your beauty is intimidating, your energy is intimidating. There's also a healing element here, where it's when people are around you, they feel very healed, they feel protected, they feel very taken care of by you, and also you provide energy of hope for others. So I don't know if it's something about the things that you say, the things that you tell other people, but you actually give people hope. And so I feel because of that aspect of yourself, this hope and healing, people also fall in love with you. But with the star energy, this is Aquarius, and I do feel you are, a humanitarian. You do love people, you love humanity, you love to take care of others. But with Aquarius, there is a level of detachment, okay? There is a level of I need personal space, okay? And I do feel like you put space between yourself and other people, and so that is also intimidating because people kind of don't know how to get through the barriers, you know, they don't know how to get that sweet spot, you know, like to get to that sweet spot. What is that? What is that? Oh my goodness. Some of them are, it's very sexual, okay? Like the sweet spot, come on. Come on, guys. There are people who want to get to your sweet spot, if you know what I mean. And it's like they are in their head trying to think of, how can I get closer to pile 2? How do I get in pile 2's inner circle? How do I, you know, I just heard infiltrate. So it's like, I think you're very protected, and I think that some of these people are wasting their time. Okay, like they're not gonna get past the barrier. No offense to them, but it's like, I'm hearing Mean Girls, you can't sit with us, you know? So yeah, it's like almost exclusive. There's an exclusivity to you. So your guides really respect you for this. Your guides just, I don't know, I'm seeing literally people kissing your feet. So I don't know what is going on. I feel like in a past life, you could have had a lot of really good karma. And that's why you were brought into this world with a lot of beauty, a lot of healing energy. I'm hearing Earth Angel, like, I don't know, your guides are like kissing your feet right now. So I don't know what you have been doing. Maybe even in this lifetime, you've been harnessing some really good karma. Maybe just by being a humanitarian, by caring for other people. Yeah, that's amazing, pile 2. This is wonderful energy. Like, I hope this is resonating with you. Because for some of you, I feel like you don't see how beautiful you are. Like, truly. I'm hearing One Direction. You don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I could see, you'd understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe. Yeah. Like, that's what your guides want to sing to you. They're just like, for some of you, you just don't see it. Maybe it's just like a humble quality within yourself where you're just like, maybe you feel like other people are exaggerating. Maybe it's like, I do kind of feel like somebody who is like, oh, it's just, people just want to get in my pants. They don't really like me, you know? It's like, they don't like me for who I am. They just like my physical appearance. And so, you know, I just feel like you have a self-awareness about maybe your beauty, but at the same time there is a very strong humble energy where you're like, I'm not going to get a big head over this energy. Like, that's not what I'm brought here to do, kind of. Like, I'm brought here to heal and be this humanitarian and to spread, you know, not only is Venus the goddess of beauty, but she's the goddess of love. So I just feel like you're very loving. And it's like people just, ooh, they want to taste. I'm hearing a song, what is that? Everybody wants a taste. Honeydew. I can't remember the artist, but it's called Honeydew. It's a song called Honeydew. So look that up if you feel drawn. Everybody wants a taste. I'm hearing the song. I'm hearing so many songs all of a sudden. So I'm hearing the song from A Star Is Born. You're like music to my eyes. You're music to my eyes. You have people in love with you. You have people that, like, they listen to love songs, they listen to music, and they think of you. They literally are like over here pining, yearning, craving your energy. And it's like music brings it out of people. Because these are not like songs that I feel like you listen to. It's almost like people are like dedicating these songs to you. So, oh my goodness. So the first card that did come out was this Knight of Cups. And it is in reverse. Ooh. And we have the Moon, we have Chariot, we have Judgment. So 3 major arcana. I think you are having some level of awakening. You are having a level of I want to say clarity, yes. Like this judgment. You're having a judgment call. You're looking at something for what it is. And I think that this thing has been very confusing for you with the Moon. Like, I think that you haven't had all the information that you needed to make a decision. This feels romantic. I don't know why. I feel like you have so many suitors piled too. What the hell? You have so many people up your ass right now. So, I feel like this is specifically about one person that's coming through. It's this Knight of Cups in reverse. There's somebody that will not make you an offer. And I think that it's confusing you. I think that it is something that you don't understand. It's something that you feel like you're being left in the dark about. But I feel like you are finally kind of making a judgment call here about this situation. And you're saying, okay, I don't have all the information that I need to make a decision right now. But what I do know is that this person is not making a clear offer to me. I feel like that's really all you have. Like that's it's like you might not know how this person feels about you. You might not have like conversations, direct conversations about your feelings with each other. And it almost feels like this person is withholding. This person could be breadcrumbing a little bit as well. So it's like keeping you just interested enough to where you stick around. But I think with this judgment, your guides are really proud of you, because it almost feels like these are your guides though. Like they're like, hello, look at the situation for what it is. And what it is that this person is not putting in the effort. They're not making the offer. They're keeping you in the dark with the Moon. It does feel a little mischievous. It feels like this person is kind of playing a game here. And I feel like you're deciding, you're like, hey, okay, I don't have all the information I would like to make a decision, but what I know is that I deserve a Knight of Cups upright. I deserve somebody who is going to make their affection and love known to me. I deserve somebody who is not afraid to show me love, somebody who's not going to keep me in the dark. With the Chariot, it almost feels like somebody who will chase me, or somebody who will, just like really pursue me, really go after me, really make me feel like this goddess. You know, we have Aphrodite who will make me feel worthy and loved, because I do feel like in this situation somebody is not showing up. Yeah, somebody is. I kind of want to get one more, because it's weird. We have bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. So what you're not seeing is a soulmate connection. Where King of Wands. Okay, yeah, it's like, I think what you're not seeing right now is that you can have this Two of Cups, but it's not going to be with anybody who is like arrogant or self-absorbed, or it's like too prideful to even communicate their feelings. It's like, it's not going to be with a narcissist, right? Even a vulnerable one. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. It's like, this could have been somebody from your childhood sweethearts here, but it just feels like there's something here where maybe it's not the same, or this person isn't sweet, affectionate. This person isn't gentle with your emotions. And so I just feel like they really are reckless. They don't care about how they make you feel. Like if you feel unloved right now, if you feel, you know, kind of thrown to the side at this time, you know, at this time, I think that's where it's coming in, where it's hard for you to kind of see that there is a soulmate connection for you. The Two of Cups can also just represent balance in general. So I just feel like your guides are really proud of you for looking at a situation for what it is, kind of looking at another person's actions, their words, and making a choice based simply on that. It's like, oh, this is how you show up for me. I don't like this. I'm going to walk away. Because I do see you walking away. We have the Chariot. I see you getting on your chariot and freaking driving far, far away. Like, I just see you getting on a bus, getting on a train, getting on a car, driving away. You know, it's like, I'm not going to sit around here and wait for somebody to change their mind. I'm not going to sit around here and wait for somebody to love me, you know, because I feel like you are so lovable already. I think that's why in the beginning of this reading, I was just like, just so you know, people are obsessed with you. People freaking adore you. People are attracted to you. It's because like you might not see that within yourself. Like some of you, this situation could have hit your self-esteem. Interesting. I just split the deck and we have the World. So it's like, yeah, you're closing out cycle. You already learned what you needed to learn from a situation. And like I said, it might not be all the information you wanted to get, but like I'm just seeing that you're making decisions for yourself based on the information that you have. You're gonna do what's best for you. Yeah, with the information that you have. So let's take a look at the Oracle cards. We have Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So some of you guys might have even been praying for your counterpart, you know, praying for a soulmate, praying for somebody who shows up, shows you love, shows you the love that you deserve. And for right now, I do feel like just be that for yourself. Just be that for yourself. Like if you're single and, you know, you don't have this Two of Cups in your life, be that for yourself. Take yourself on dates. Show yourself love. I think the more self-love that you have as well, the more and more attractive that you are. And that's just going to also draw in more opportunities. But just know that like your guides are heavily watching over you. I think that they listen to your prayers. They listen to your, I just heard your tears. So it's like if you've been crying, if you've been upset over a situation, your guides are listening, and it's like I'm being drawn to her holding the baby. It's like they just want to kind of hold you, and like maybe you need to be held. Maybe you need to like hang out with your mom. We have Mother Mary. Maybe you need to like go like hug your mom, have your mom like hold you, pet your hair or something. If it's not a mother figure, this could just be like really close friends, people that just nurture you, take care of you, that you know love you no matter what, unconditionally. But let's go ahead and take a look. So we have Aphrodite, and then underneath Aphrodite, we also got another card. So I'm not sure what it is, but it'll be a surprise. So Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And see, that's exactly why your guides are so proud of you, is because I feel like they see you stepping into that. They see you finally accepting, like, look, I know what I deserve. I'm a goddess or whatever, you know, no matter the gender. And I see my own divinity. I see that I deserve, you know, to appreciate myself fully. Even if somebody else can't appreciate me, I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh, we have Aricura blooming. Okay. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Yeah, we did have the world. So, oh my goodness, guys. Look at this. So I had the world and I picked it up to show you guys. I was like, you guys are closing out cycles, you know, when one door shuts, another door opens. We have the lovers underneath that. I really feel like within maybe the next year or two, you're gonna meet your soulmate. Like, you're gonna meet the person that is for you. Yeah, you might be coming into connection with a soulmate, and it's like your guides just want you to know this is just the beginning. Like, you're like, have patience, because if you have been disappointed by a situation or person that wasn't able to show up for you the way that you needed, yeah, your guides are like, there's another path. They're like, do not give up, because this is just the beginning. There's a lot of symmetry between this pile and pile 1. So like, they also had the world, they also had Mother Mary, and they also had the message where I was telling them this is just the beginning. So there's a lot of similar messages that are coming through. So maybe you have something else you want to listen to in that pile. But let's go ahead and pull. Let's go ahead and pull an angel oracle message. Oh, okay, I guess we'll read this one. I feel like this pile's getting a little long. We have Green Terra. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Okay, so that is definitely a message. I feel like they don't want you to do everything on your own. Okay, so do not isolate. I think that, like I said, it's a good idea to like really pour into yourself, take yourself on dates, like show yourself love at this time. But that also means asking for help. That also means like reaching out to your loved ones and getting the support that you need. Okay, that is very, very important as well. So what's the last message? Oh, we have opportunity. And this is interesting. I was just admiring the color scheme that came out, because I feel like these colors really match Sailor Venus. And then boom, we have this orange card pop out. Opportunity. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There's nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. Yes. I really feel like most of this is like, let go of the past. Like, there's somebody in your past with this Knight of Cups. Like, oh, I just feel like a very draining energy. Like, this person drains your energy, because maybe some of you have been really trying to prove to this person, you know, how much you care about them, but it's like you don't get anything you don't get anything back from this person. So I just feel like the past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. Like, they say it like 3 times. Let go of this person, because there is something even better. There's something even better. There's an equal partnership. Somebody who will put in just the same amount of effort that you will put in. They will not be afraid to offer their cup to you. And that's what you deserve. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that, pile 2s. This was fun, flirty. Your guides love you. Like, I literally keep seeing that imagery of kissing your feet. Like, aren't we supposed to be the one worshiping our guides? Or, you know, like, they're worshiping you right now. So you're doing something right, pile 2. I love you so much. I really hope these messages resonated. If they did, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from my pile 2s. Until next time, guys, I'm sending you all the best love, light, protection, blessings. Bye. Welcome, pile number 3s. You guys chose the High Priestess. All right, so let me hype you up. You are super intuitive, okay? I think that somehow you just kind of trust yourself so much. There's just been a lot of things that you have been through in your life that have created a lot of lessons, a lot of wisdom. I think it was also a lot of negative experiences that has really taught you how to be really strong, how to be really tough. Okay, so I'm getting like a toughness, a thick skin. I just get somebody who has been through the ringer. You're a warrior, you know, and yeah, I keep hearing this song from Epic, Warrior of the Mind. And this is like Athena's song, so it's, you know, kind of introducing Athena to the play. And I just keep hearing that one line, badass in the arena. Like, you're a badass in the arena. I don't know why. Like, you just, I feel like you can fight. For some of you here, you can fight. Not for everybody, okay? But you're just a fighter in general, okay? Like, I just feel like you're the kind of person, you get hit, you get back up. You know, you get knocked down, you get back up. And for some of you, this could be, you know, a little bit of survival mode. But I think even despite that survival mode, it's just like, it's created who you are today. So I don't know, I just kind of get a sense of like, I wouldn't wish these really hard situations on anybody, but I feel like you as a person kind of look at that as like, that built me, that created who I am. Like, of course, I'm sure there are things in your life that you would want to take back or like wish didn't happen to you. But I do get a sense of like, if that never happened, then this would have never happened, or I would have never learned this. And it's like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, but I'm a tough ass person. I don't know. You're just like really tough. You're really strong. And I kind of get a sense where your guides are like, it's okay to be gentle sometimes. Like, it's okay to let your guard down. Because I do kind of feel like some of you have a little bit of a wall up, which is totally normal, natural, I think, for somebody who's been through a lot, who has a lot of trauma. I just popped my neck and it was like so much tension in my neck. So it's like, some of you need to relax, okay? Some of you need to get a massage. Some of you need to like kind of step into your soft girl era, no matter the gender. Yeah, it's like it's like somebody who has fought, and it's like, you don't have to fight anymore. Like, you don't have to fight all the time. You don't have to fight anymore. Like, I feel like you've reached that point in your life where you've provided yourself the space to actually like be gentle, to be soft. It's like, I don't have to keep fighting, you know? It's like, why am I still fighting? What am I fighting? You know, it's like, yeah, hi my love. Yes, she just brought in her little stuffed toy. Like, she had it in her mouth, and she like, sometimes she'll just like bring it places. I don't know, like, she'll carry it around sometimes, and I kind of feel like that's a message. It's like, some of you need to connect with your inner child and let your inner child know, look, we are safe, we can be soft, we don't have to fight anymore. Yeah, okay, let me hype you up. Okay. Okay, with the King of Swords here, I just get somebody who's very truthful. I think that you believe in honesty. Like, you are somebody who is a straight shooter. Like, you are always going to give people the truth, what is on your mind. You're not going to dance around subjects. You're not going to you know, be passive. You're going to be very direct. That's just who you are as a person. I'm definitely channeling Sailor Mars energy. Okay, like some of you could have even been like isolated, ostracized, bullied. Maybe because you were like, maybe you were raised differently than other people. Like I said, maybe some of you had to go through some experiences early on in life that put you in survival mode. So it's like maybe other people don't understand that trauma. They don't understand why you are the way you are. Maybe you're defensive. Maybe you have a wall. And it's like other people don't understand that. And you could have kind of been... like, I don't know, I don't really want to get super into it, but it's almost like this energy of, you know, Rei, Sailor Mars, before she meets Usagi, she's very alone. You know, she's very alone. And she doesn't really know how to open herself up to friendship, to let people in, you know. And it's like, I don't know if some of you here have already met people, group of people, friends, family, lovers, whatever, that have taught you that you don't have to be in this survival mode, or if this is still something that's like on the way. Like some of you need to be open to meeting, you know, your soul tribe, your soul family. Because right now, you deserve it. You deserve it. I feel like you have been alone. Like some of you guys have been isolated or alone for quite a while. With the moon here, it's like you've been in the dark. You've kind of kept to yourself, been secretive. Like I feel like it's kind of like Rei. Like in the anime, you know, people don't understand her. She's very misunderstood, but it's because they don't know her. You know what I mean? It's because they make a lot of assumptions about her, because it's almost like there's that wall up, so she doesn't let people in. She doesn't let people know who she is. So because of that mystery, because of that moon energy, it's like being in the dark, people kind of fill in the blanks. They assume things. And you know what they say about assumptions? It makes an ass of you and of me. So I feel like that's kind of what's been going on here. Is like you've experienced a lot of people that made assumptions about you. You know, you ran into a lot of people who maybe were even scared of you, intimidated by you. They didn't understand you. But I just kind of get this energy of like, your guides want to hype you up and tell you not everybody is like that. Some people will take the time to get to know you. Some people will see past this hard exterior, this tough, thick skin that you have, this wall that you are so desperately trying to keep up. Some people are going to want to break that wall and get through your barriers. And like, I feel like this is a good way. It's like you need to have more hope for people, for friendship, because you deserve it. That's what I keep coming back to, is like you deserve it. If anybody deserves like gentleness, softness, friends, like good friends, it's you. You've been through so much, like you deserve it. And it's like with this King of Swords, like you have good morals, you have good ethics, you know, you stand up for, I want to say, justice and truth. I just cracked my neck again. That's insane. Like you might have so much tension that you don't know how to release. What is this? The Four of Cups in reverse. Beautiful. Yes, your guides want to hype you up for overcoming past disappointment. Like I just feel like maybe in the past you've really been disappointed with the way people like treat you, act around you. You know, she was bullied in the anime. She was literally like, people would be like, oh, that freak that lives in the temple. You know, it's like they didn't understand her. And because they didn't, it's like people who are scared of what they don't understand. So it's like, let's say you make friends with somebody who's very close-minded, who's never experienced any trauma Well, that's so crazy to think, right? There's people out there who maybe have never really experienced hardship or trauma. Like, I'm sure in some ways life has probably hit them once or twice, but it's like, I feel like you've been hit so many times that it's almost crazy that you're still standing. But it's like, you might meet people who just, they lack the depth of understanding. They don't know how to understand you. They have no range of understanding when it comes to you and your experiences. It's like, for instance, like meeting somebody very well off. You know, they're never going to understand if you came from poverty. It's like, they can try to understand, but they never actually experienced it. So I feel like you know, you're kind of overcoming these disappointments of like, not everybody is like that. Not everybody will treat me this way. And it also, I feel like, has nothing to do with who you actually are. Okay? So it's like, if you have internalized people's rejection, people's bullying towards you, like if you've ever internalized that as like something is wrong with you, your guides want to hype you up and tell you that that is some bullshit, dude. If anything, it just shows that those other people are ignorant. Okay? Like, it just shows that you've dealt with a lot of ignorant people. Yeah, and it's like with this Four of Cups, it's like your guides are just so proud of you because they see you still having an open heart. Like, I think even though you've been hurt over and over again, like I said, you've been hit, you got back up. With the three, you know, we have the 3 cups that have spilt, and it's like, usually they're so focused on the 3 cups of like, oh, everything's going wrong, you know, people just don't understand me. Why do all these things happen to me? It's like, instead of kind of going into a victim mentality, you've actually chosen like love and hope. And that's why your guides want to hype you up, is because time after time, when you could have fallen victim to your circumstances, victim to situations, you have chosen to be a warrior, to be a fighter. And your guides fucking adore that about you. They're so proud of you. It's like, the fact that you're even willing to take this cup after so many other cups have kind of spilt and disappointed you, hurt you in the past, the fact that you are still open, you're still willing to take that cup, it just shows what a beautiful person you are, and that you still carry hope and love within, even after everything. Yes, bottom of the deck, of course. I get completely distracted, right? And don't look at the bottom, but look at this. We have the Star. As I'm literally going into hope and love, this is what this card represents, okay? Is like, you are healing, you are rebuilding, and your guides are so proud of you. And that's where I kept saying, it's like, your guides really want you to step into like a soft girl era, no matter the gender, just like being softer with yourself because you deserve it. Like, I think that's also what you're craving, okay? Like, that's what you're looking for right now, is like softness. Like, you've been through so much toughness and, oh my God, like so much difficulty in the past that chapter can close, okay? Like, it doesn't have to be that hard anymore. For some of you, this was really like childhood trauma as well. It's just like things that you couldn't control as a child. Like, you couldn't control certain circumstances, you couldn't control maybe like where you're living, you couldn't control how your parents or how people at school treated you. It's like, you couldn't, you know, there was just so many things that were out of your control as a child that I feel like you're stepping into maybe adulthood and you're like, okay, I can take my power back now. Like, life doesn't always have to be lived in survival mode. And I love this Artemis card so much. We have Guardian. I feel like you are becoming your own guardian. Like, you fought so long for yourself, you've protected yourself for so long, and it's like, I think you're finally getting to that sweet spot where it's like you don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to be in survival mode anymore. And it's because you're so strong. It's because you know that you can protect yourself. You trust yourself. It says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. You're safe, pile 3. You are safe, and you can be soft, you can be gentle, you don't have to fight. Oh my God, this pile. Okay, we also have Cordelia. Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So some of you need to kind of step out and just like really breathe. Meditate outside. Just connect with nature. Because I feel like a stress energy. Like I was getting all the tension in my neck and stuff. It's like I'm getting a lot of stress. And so I think just spending more time outside, you are going to build more. I just heard serotonin. I'm not sure if that's correct. But it's like whatever, you know, like whatever you get from the sunshine, whatever you get from just like fresh air, it's like that will do your body so much good. I think you'll be able to breathe and relax a little more. I'm hearing to relax your shoulders. Some of you need to relax your shoulders. But there's just like, I love this card too because I just love all the spring energy. It's like, be soft with yourself. Like spend some time smelling the roses. Stop and smell the roses. Like you've earned it. And it's really interesting here because we have the moon card that came out. So we have pile 1. We have bottom of the deck. We have the star. So pile 2. So we have pile 1, pile 2. And then check this out. I just realized. Bottom of the deck. High Priestess. I feel like for some of you here, you might have listened to all 3 piles. Okay. And I kind of get that message of like, there could be messages in the other piles for you. Honestly, all these piles kind of did blend for me. Like, I do feel like some of these messages are like different messages you need to hear, like different aspects of yourself. So if you're here from all the other piles, hey, thank you so much. I'm glad you needed to hear this. Like, I'm glad you're listening because you deserve to be hyped up. I think you are this magical blend of all of the piles somehow. I don't know why this is so important, but we have all 3 of the piles here. So it says, Dana, High Priestess, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. I think it would be a crime if you locked yourself away. If you locked yourself away in a tower and threw away the keys, and it's like you built this wall of protection and you're like, finally, I'm safe. I'm all alone. I'm safe. That's not real safety. You know, that's isolation, fear, survival mode. I think it would be a crime if you did that to yourself. And I feel like you have the divine knowledge here that knows that that's not the right thing to do. I think that's what you kind of want to do. Like, that's the urge that you have, is like, I'm never going outside again. I'm never leaving my house again. I am going to isolate. I'm going to throw away the key. No one will ever see me or hurt me again. But it would be a crime because I think you would become spiritually stunted. Like, you wouldn't be able to learn or grow anymore. Because I think what you're learning and growing right now is like to believe in hope, to believe in love, to believe that there are people out there that will treat you the way you deserve. But I think also it's like, it's a crime because you are exactly the experienced person that teach other people lessons. Like, just by example, the fact that you get knocked down, you get back up again. Just through example, just through your being, just through your existence, you are helping others spiritually through your divine knowledge. Like, you are the high priestess, okay? Like, you have all the answers. And it would be a crime if you took all of those answers and locked them away, because I feel like you're meant to connect. I feel like you've been isolated, and I feel like this next chapter for you is all about connection, collaboration, learning how to trust others, learning how to love other people, even when you know they have the possibility of hurting you. Like, I'm just seeing Usagi in my head. That girl came along and she grabbed Ray, and, you know, she was like, you are going to be my friend. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of this wall that you have up. She saw that Ray had been bullied. You know, she saw that Ray had been ostracized. And there are people out there who will see what you've been through, and they will have compassion and love for you. Oh man, let's go ahead and close it out. What's the last message, Spirit? It's interesting because I just heard keep fighting, but it's like I kept telling you, you don't have to fight anymore. So I'm like, what is pile 3 fighting for? Why do they need to keep fighting? And they're literally telling you, keep fighting for love, for hope, for compassion. Like, that's, it's like you fought for survival for so long that it's just like, shift the focus, shift the fight. The fight is now, I'm fighting for love. I'm fighting for connection. I'm fighting for compassion for myself, for others. Blessings. I love that it's this bright pink. It says love, light, blessings. Through this card, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way, and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart's desire. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. Oh man. I just love that it says you deserve it. Like, you deserve to be and have all your heart desires. Like, that's a huge deal. That's a huge thing, because I feel like for some of you, you might have felt like you didn't deserve it because of how hard things have been. And also, I just love that it says you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. I feel like some of you, you don't even know yourself outside of survival mode. Like, what is that? Who is that? I don't even know what that looks like. For some of you, that's what's coming in. That's the blessing coming in, is like getting to know yourself outside of this disappointment, this survival mode, this fighter. You don't have to fight anymore. Bottom of the deck, I am going to read it. It says guilt. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. Some of you need to get that guilt. I almost said chip off your shoulder. Some of you, okay, whatever. Take it if it resonates, but I'm just feel like there's like guilt on your back. Like, you blame yourself. Like, stop blaming yourself. It's not your fault. What you went through is not your fault. And even if you have made mistakes, show yourself forgiveness, show yourself compassion. All right, I'm done ranting, pile 3. This was really interesting, and I'm giving you a big hug right now. I'm sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. If you resonated, enjoyed, you know what to do. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Till next time, guys. See ya. I just need to. Thank you. Oh my gosh, come on, Spirit. The world. All right. What on earth? All right. What is up, pile number 4? Welcome to the bonus pile. You found me. So this is like the little after party. This is where I get to be a little bit more silly, a little more relaxed, if I do choose so. But I basically started pulling cards for myself after I would do my pick a cards. I would be like, I want to know what's going to come out for me. And so I would pull, and then I would forget the messages. And so I was like, you know what? Let's start recording. Let's share it with the collective. So that way we can connect. We can kind of have an understanding of each other. And also maybe you need to hear the same messages. So let's jump in. We freaking shuffled the tower. And as you can see, this is like a mystery pile. We have 3 cards turned over. So your guides really want to hype you up because they see that you've gone through a lot of sudden change. Like with the tower, I think that things have just completely kind of fallen apart in some aspects. Like there's different parts of your life that just kind of feel like they are crumbling before your eyes. Like things that you might have never thought would fall apart are changing very rapidly. And I think that your guides want to give you some props because with the only card that we have out here, the world, I think you are closing chapters. Like they're very proud of you for handling these tower moments. I just heard with a bit of grace. Okay, you've been handling these tower moments gracefully, and I think you have made it your mission here to end cycles, close chapters, close doors, things that are no longer serving you. You know, with the world, it's like, I'm going to close this door. I've learned everything that I could learn out of the situation. And so I'm going to let this situation fall apart. You know, I don't think you have any control whether or not it falls apart. It's just falling apart. Like right now, the imagery is actually the Moon Kingdom. So in Sailor Moon, they're from the Moon Kingdom, right? Crystal Tokyo. But their hometown is being attacked and it gets destroyed, and that's why the Sailor Scouts are sent to Earth to kind of hide and protect those girls. And so I kind of get this sense of like, your whole world is crumbling. Everything that you've known is falling apart. Like everything that you have built and lived and learned is no longer what it is. You know, I'm just thinking of Sailor Moon, and it's like, she was the princess, you know, like that was her life. And she's literally sent to Earth where her memories are replaced, and she's just kind of put into this whole new life. So that's what I kind of see for you, is like, you are being put in a position where you have to unlearn everything that you have once known and shift into like a whole new life, like a whole new being as well. It's like, I'm not a princess now, I'm just like some idiot schoolgirl. Like, it's like things are changing and it's scary, right? We gotta get some more cards. What is going on? Okay, we have the 2 of Cups. All right, what else? We have the 8 of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, okay, so, okay. Your guides really are proud of you for staying balanced. Like, really proud of you for not kind of falling apart, not crumbling yourself. Not falling under the pressure. Like there's some kind of pressure of this change, and like I think that you have adapted well. So it's like your guides want to hype you up. It's like you've adapted. And I think that you have kind of, it's just this Eight of Swords that I'm like, okay, how is this a hype me up? Because I feel like your guides do want you to recognize that a lot of your limitations were self-imposed. So it's like maybe you kind of told yourself, I could never change. Like, I will always be stuck in the same situation. I will always, or like, this is just the life that I've built for myself. Like, maybe some of you have even settled. Like, some of you were going to settle into a situation that you were not okay with. It was not your Two of Cups. Like, some of you, this could have been a relationship, okay? Because we do have the Hierophant in reverse. So to me, it kind of feels like a break in a commitment. So but this is coming through as a hype you up. So it's like your guides are proud of you for maybe breaking a commitment, getting out of this self-imposed limitation. And now with the Two of Cups, you're free to find your real soulmate, like your real person. You know, it's like, even though maybe a relationship crumbled, a relationship with the world is over, it's done for, the commitment is no longer there, things have changed rapidly. I think with this Eight of Swords, I think it created a lot of anxiety for you. It created a lot of sleepless nights, but it was almost just like your own fear and anxiety kind of holding you back. And it's almost like now that you've stepped into the rubble, now that you've stepped into this new reality, I just kind of get a sense of like, you know what you really want with the Two of Cups. And for some of you, you were trying to fit into like a tradition. Like for some of you, you were trying to be, I kind of want to say like a wifey or a husband, you know, whatever the gender. You were trying to be like very traditional, like kind of 1950s, right? And it's like you were kind of telling yourself that's what you needed to be. Like, this is what I want. Like maybe some of you thought that you wanted marriage, you wanted a very traditional lifestyle, but I feel like you are the farthest thing from traditional. Okay, and I think that's why this Tower moment had to happen, because you're not a 1950s housewife, and the only thing that was keeping you in that role was this fear of change, this fear of admitting to yourself that you are non-traditional. Like some of you might not even want to get married. Like some of you guys don't believe in marriage. Maybe some of you guys believe in marriage and commitment, but not in the way of like a church or like a traditional marriage. It's like, for me, I would want to kind of probably do some kind of like pagan hand fasting, or like, what is it called whenever it's like you tie the rope around each other's hands and it's like representing a union. Like for me, that's something that I would probably want for myself. I don't want a traditional marriage, but it's like, I feel like you were trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, and you kept telling yourself, this is working, this is working, this is working, until finally the Tower moment hit and you realize this shit is not working. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So yeah, it's like your guides just want to hype you up and tell you, like, they're very proud of you for like slowing down, for recognizing that you were kind of putting yourself in a cage, recognizing that you maybe don't want the things that you once wanted. But your guides just feel like you are a very loving person. Like, I feel like anybody would be happy to connect with you, like, as long as obviously you're into them, right? Sorry, I feel like I'm getting a little distracted, but like I'm losing the message a little bit. Reset. Okay, so it's almost like you would make a great partner. Like, you make a great partner. I think you show up very equally. Like, I'm hearing power couple. Like, maybe some of you have really wanted a partner that shows up for you the same way. With the Hierophant, yeah, I just kind of get like, maybe you really want somebody who is non-traditional themselves. Somebody who doesn't fit a mold, a standard, a, like, you know, like societal standard. Like, maybe you kind of want a weirdo. So your guides just want to hype you up. I feel like they want to tell you this is such a beautiful thing for you to discover about yourself. We're so proud of you for handling this tower moment and looking on the bright side. Like, kind of, you know, when I think of the tower, it's like all this destruction, but after the tower comes the star card. And it's like you're going to rebuild, but it's like you're going to rebuild it in the way that you actually want, and in the vision that you have for yourself. It's like, I just feel like you're finally aligned with your truth. You're finally aligned with what you really want. You're finally aligned with who you are, what will make you happy. Because I just feel like you, for so long, were trying to fit into a standard. I keep hearing it, 1950s housewife. Like, you kept trying to fit yourself into like some kind of weird patriarchal standard, and it's like, it was making you miserable. And it's like you were doing it to yourself, you know? It's like you were telling yourself, I have to be this way. Like, I'm hearing the song Good Wife by Casey Musgraves. I'm hearing the song, there was another song. Damn it, I think I lost it. Oh, I was hearing the song Stoned by Mac Miller. Okay, because there's a line in there about like, she watches old like 50s movies and like, you know, there's a line in there, so go look that up. Stoned and also Good Wife by Casey Musgraves. So some of you, this is definitely about a relationship where it's like you were playing a part that wasn't true to who you were. You were playing a role because I think you were trying to make somebody else happy. But I feel like you finally discovered with this Two of Cups, like, I'll never truly be happy unless I find someone who really balances me out. Somebody who really, I just heard matches my freak. That's funny. Until I find someone who matches my freak. And that's exactly what it is, because with the Hierophant in reverse, you're a freak. You're a weirdo. You're non-traditional. You don't fit into the norm. You don't fit into the standard. And it's like, you need a little freak. You need a little weirdo. But, I do kind of get a sense of like, slow down. I feel like all of this might have happened recently. With the tower here, it's like you're still processing, you're still releasing, you're still rebuilding. So it's like, don't rush into like a new connection, you know, don't rush into anything that could possibly put you right back into this Eight of Swords, you know? Like, you're not trapped, you're very much free. You're very much free to find this Two of Cups for yourself. And I feel like the world, you're closing this chapter. You're like, I learned everything I needed to learn from this situation. I'm closing the damn door, and I'm excited for the new beginning. You know, I'm excited to step back into that Fool energy where it's like, la la la. But just, you know, slow down a little bit. I feel like your guides really admire how fast you move. Like, some of you guys move pretty quickly, or like process things quickly. Adaptability, that's what I just keep getting. Like, you're very adaptable, but it's like, I think this could also just be a little bit of like a trauma response where it's like you just want everything to feel better again. without processing your feelings. So just make sure you're letting yourself like cry, make sure you're letting yourself feel deep emotions that you might be trying to distract yourself from, that you might be trying to like avoid feeling, because it's very important for you to feel that, and to feel this loss, and to feel this destruction, because to me, I feel like it does show that this meant a lot to you. It did mean a lot to you, but it just wasn't working. It just didn't match your freak, you know? It just didn't, it wasn't who you are, okay? So it wasn't the truth. And we do have Sekhmet. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So we have Sekhmet. I love Sekhmet. She's like a fighter, you know, like she's a bloody fighter. And I think you might not see yourself as a fighter all the time, but your guides do. They see you as so strong. They feel like other people in your position, if like, let's say you were any weaker, okay? Like, let's say you were any weaker, there is a possibility here of, I want to say two things. There was a possibility here where you would always stay in the situation, like till you die, and you would give all your power away. Like, other people would have folded. Other people would have never changed. Other people would have just accepted the life for what it is. And another thing I was getting is other people could have gone through the tower moment, realized that their old life is a fraud, and they could have crumbled under the pressure, where it's like they fell apart themselves, they lose themselves, maybe they rush into another codependent relationship, you know. It's like, I just feel like your guides really want you to be proud of yourself for the decisions that you have made after this tower has occurred, even before the tower occurred, because I feel like you may have induced this tower in some way, like because you realized you were having these self-imposed limitations. It wasn't fitting to your idea of like happiness and what you actually want. So it's like this tower shows up, and it's just like your guys are just want you to really be proud of how you've handled this. Like you've handled this with a lot of strength. And because of that strength, I just get a sense like your guides are creating some kind of happy outcome. We have the Two of Cups. Soulmate energy. And I feel like they're really proud of you, because I feel like by admitting this isn't your truth and finally aligning with your truth, that's also like self-love, self-compassion. Like you couldn't really find a soulmate connection unless you're aligned with your truth, you know? It's like, so they're just really proud of you for recognizing that something wasn't for you. Because not everybody has the strength to do that. Not everybody is willing to admit that maybe a life that they've built 10 years, you know, into, they've given everything that they have to a relationship, a partnership, and you're realizing I'm not happy. It's like some people would say, fuck it, I'll stay because of this and that, you know? But we have Neptuna at the bottom. Sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So your guides are really proud of you for also like connecting with them, turning to them when you need advice or support, when you need strength. I feel like you have turned to your sacred space. You have created a sacred space for yourself. Like maybe, like for example, I'll let you guys know, like I went through a breakup. and sadly, like, we are still living together, and it is really hard, but it's just circumstantial. And I think one of the most important things I did for myself was to, like, separate my room. You know, it's like, get a bed for myself, create this sacred space where I can just be alone, where I can feel safe and be myself, you know. Step back into my own energy, because I was in a very codependent energy. So I feel like that's what your guides are proud of, is like, you are willing to do what it takes to make you feel safe, to create sacred spaces for yourself. Let's get a last message. Let's get a last message, guys. Messages from your guides. Closing message. We have peace. That says, calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Sorry, another card said wisdom. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. Yeah, it's like, you deserve peace now. You know, this tower was so scary. I feel like, you know, it was so much change. Like, I just keep seeing, like, the Moon Kingdom being attacked, and it's like, holy shit, like, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, how do we get safe? And it's like, everything's falling apart. There's so many unknowns, but you were strong enough to get through it. And it's like, you deserve peace now. It's well-earned peace and tranquility. Uno más. Guilt. Okay, pile 3 just shuffled this as well. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love, regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do. From your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. That's so funny. You've done nothing wrong. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. That's funny. They really like that terminology. Greater spheres. Okay. But yeah, release your guilt. Like, some of you might feel bad because you're leaving someone behind, because, like I said, maybe they just don't fit your idea of a partner. You know, it's like, what you really need, what are your needs, and like prioritizing your needs. It's like, you might feel bad because you accepted less. Like, I feel like you accepted less for a long time. You didn't prioritize your needs, and it's like, now that you are prioritizing these things, you are putting yourself first, you are demanding that your needs be met, you might feel very guilty. And that's very natural, especially if you struggle with codependency. But just remember, like, you've done nothing wrong. And this whole experience, I think, has just taught you so much about yourself, what you want. So it's like, why would you ever feel guilty about an experience that has taught you so much? All right. Self-criticism at the bottom. We, your angels, ask you, please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you're less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. So if you think you're a little freak weirdo, embrace it. It's divine perfection. You are divinely perfect. So stop feeling guilty, stop criticizing yourself. You're exactly where you need to be. And I feel like your guides just want to hype you up because you're finally aligned. Like, you're aligned with your truth. And that is a powerful place to be, my loves. So that's what I've got for you, pile 4. Thank you so much for being here. I love you very, very much, especially my pile 4s. Thank you for sharing this energy with me, and I hope these messages were helpful to you in some way. So I'm sending you all the best, love, light, protection, blessings. If you resonated, you know what to do. Don't be fake now. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Till next time, y'all. Love you. Bye.